ang routine dyan is food, ni Val, venue maganda, at malamig na klima.
Tama.
Tapos kasama mo pa si To nasa gilid.
Kasi, ito kita mo yung quarter scoring. Lumamang pa yung Quezon City yung third quarter. Pero, just going back, pag dito kasi sa Montalban, Coach Mike, naalala mo, di ba? Unang-unang laro natin, back in April. And, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at that point, the venue was open just a few weeks.
No, kakatapos lang.
Kakatapos halos lang talaga eh. And it turned out to be such a nice venue here for our league in Rizal. Should they get the number 2 seed or even the number 3 seed.
Yes.
Malaking bagay yan for them because they could play most of their games here at home. And that's such a boost, especially coming into the playoffs.
Oh, exactly. And I'm sure yung mga supporters ng Rizal also very excited to, be hosting the playoffs here. And kaya naman yun ang talagang tinatrabaho rin itong Rizal. And they're gonna get a good chance though to try and get number 2 later on in that battle against Nueva Ecija, and nakaabang sigurado dyan ng Batangas.
21 puntos ang lamang na dito ng Basilan Star Horse. Concepcion Mintis yung kanyang tres. Vincent Cunanan joined by RV Berge, Jason Puray,
good move,
Reggie Tautoan, and Jeff Havillonar. Concepcion hauls down the board. He is joined by Raymar Caduyak, Arwin Santos, Jervy Cruz, and John Mahari. Arwin, another long free, that time no good. The pitch ahead to Reggie Tautoan, who I believe was trying for that signature sidestep. Si Santos mababawi sa kabilang dako para sa Basilan.
Hindi umubra yung slowing down the second step na yun ni Tautoan. Instead, it resulted in a turnover para dito sa Basilan, to which they made the most out of it. Sherwin Concepcion feeding the rim running Arwin Santos.
And the former FEU Tamarao extends the lead to 23 points. QC calls for time. Let's check in first with Gianna Llanes.
Just like most of his players, Coach Jeff Perlas considers himself a rookie as well this season, being the first opportunity he has had to lead a team in this level. Marami raw siyang natutunan sa ibang coaches throughout the season. So he said he'd love to be back next season where he'll be more mentally prepared. He is hoping to curate a lineup of more of a mix of veterans and young guns who complement each other now. He said that he does want to sustain the same QC energy next season, but he is looking to get more big men to increase the overall height of their team. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, G. And you've mentioned that already, Coach Mike, yung lack of ceiling nila.
Yes.
Dahil nga, si Jeff Avillonar playing that center spot, 6'3", yung Edsel Rojas, although tough as nail sa ilalim, undersized din as a power forward and as a center. And Coach Jeff Perlas recognizes that, but also, ganda nung binanggit ni Gianna, no, na yung maintaining the same energy because he likes the synergy among his players, although it's inevitable that some of them may not be part of the team next year, but the camaraderie they were able to build, and kung sino man yung papalarin na mapapasama sa kanilang lineup come next season, that's gonna bode well for them as they try to become better and improve on their finish this season.
Yeah, pretty much. Alam mo yung yung klase ng pag, that style of coaching of Coach Jeff Perlas. Really, one might say na sobrang fit pagdating sa collegiate. But then when you go to the pro level, it's a different thing. And so kaya nga sabi niya at the start of the season, even in his soft med, he was saying na, this is a new field that I'm getting in. And, as good as a coach he is, I'd like to think he's also picked up some good stuff which he will bring to his team next season.
Palaki na palaki pa rin ang lamang ng Basilan Star Horse. Enzo Navarro firing from beyond the arc and was able to put it in. And Basilan just lording it over despite that putback by Jeff Avillar. 84-60 po ang ating score. We have a timeout. Magandang hapon po sa ating mga kaliga. Sherwin Concepcion with 2 threes in this ball game. So a total of 13 markers. Samahan mo pa dyan, 4 na rebound at 3 assist.
And ang overall game rin to para kay Sherwin. Especially it does a lot to his confidence. And I think it really would matter, the confidence of Sherwin Concepcion heading into the playoffs. And other guys that you hope would also be, reaching that same level are guys like Adi Santos and even John Mahari. Jimoy Pastorans already, shown us that he can really score in bunches. So to carry that over to the playoffs, that's also an important value that he brings para dito sa Basilan's team.
Maging si Arwin Santos, nag-pick up na rin yung laro, no?
Oo, yeah. Kaya nga sabi ko nga sa'yo, ang ganda ng pagkaka-pace nila. Not just in every game that they played, but all season long. They paced their veterans so well in terms of minutes played, and also their usage are very manageable.
Manalang lays it up and in.
And I feel ang mahalaga rin dito is that yung mga ibang mga players or the non-superstars would have really elevated their game para dito sa Basilan, which I feel has benefited them a lot. Give their
of the fourth quarter. I mean, when you sum up their elimination round as the whole, Coach Mike, because you mentioned the slow start, the strong finish, what do you think was the biggest problem they've encountered at the start of the season? And what do you think was the turning point for them to have this really blistering finish to this elimination round?
Well, if I recall correctly, there were certain games na mas heavy ang minutes nila Alex Cabagnot. If I recall correctly, at least in the early games. That's one. I think they understood, we got to manage the minutes of guys like Alex Cabagnot and put him in, certain portions of games or in certain games na talagang kailangan natin yung magiging impact niya as a result ng mga laro na yun. Second, I felt the schedule was really tough for them to start. Naintindihan natin nung nakita na oh man, this Basilan team is loaded with a lot of stars, a lot of good players off the bench. And so they got tested quickly. But yung mga teams na nakalaban nila, matagal na nag-prepare. Rizal, Nueva Ecija, Batangas, San Juan, those 4 of their first 5 games really mattered in how they started the season. But then again, as the games went on, makikita mo, I felt it all started when they played against Pasay. Doon nakita ko talaga yung manage ng minutes ni Alex Cabagnot, where they lost only by 4 points, but they could have won that in a couple of possessions. There were 2 possessions in the final under a minute remaining that they could have won, but they lost by 4 points. And then they came back and lost another close one against Binyan and won a close one against Gensan. And so nakikita mo yung progression, ang daming learnings na binitbit nila doon. If you imagine, if they had won that game against Pasay and even against Binyan, it would have been a huge turnaround already after their first 6 games where they were 2 out of 4 to start. So I guess the adjustments and making clear to everyone, hey guys, this is your position, this is your role, this is what we expect of you, para mas malinaw para sa kanila. I don't think it takes a lot for these guys to try and absorb, lalo na you have really good veterans on the floor.
Ako, Coach Mike, isang malaking bagay para sa akin in terms of Basilan is, well, binanggit ko na kanina, yung panalo nila against Pampanga, which I initially thought could have been a turning point for them given the caliber of the opponent and how impressive they were.
Yes.
And then sinundan yon nung deflating loss against Bacolod. Tapos, they went to Lucena and we were anticipating a very close game. But boy, Quezon
Never
just
came.
pulverized them at home. Let's see what happened here. Tumamaan sa mukha si JK ni Sherwin Concepcion.
It's gotta be another
Free
response
throws.
goal.
Yeah.
The last foul on Sherwin Concepcion has been upgraded into unsportsmanlike foul.
Right.
Okay, na-upgrade din. 86-67.
So there have been what, 3 unsupposed called on Basilan in this game.
Now, if you're those 3 guys, you have to be careful because your next game is a playoff game.
Correct. You don't wanna.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPPL. Oh, ayaw mong
You don't wanna
mag-istakil.
you don't wanna miss out on that game. Diba?
Oo.
14 to shoot.
So it's very important.
At yun nga, babalik tayo dun sa usapan natin, Coach Mike. Natalo sila, 37 puntos.
Correct.
Their worst loss of the season. But after that, they were able to bounce back. Beat Davao convincingly. By the way, it happened here in Montalban. Beat them by 19 points.
That is Santos' first.
And then Sarangani, Ilagan was also a big win. You remember
Yes.
that reverse layup by Alex.
Right.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Offenses, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And then Imus. And then they traveled to Calasiao and obliterated Zamboanga. And that really opened things up for the Basilan Star Horse. And sila nga, isa sa mga may longest winning streaks sa pagtatapos ng ating elimination round dito sa MPBL.
I think ang totoong test ng Basilan would really come in the playoffs because that's when they can actually get back at the tough teams that they lost to in the regular season.
Ball over the back.
But it is, to your point, ang ganda nung ending nung season nila. There were actually parang 3 teams or 4 teams that they lost in double digits. You mentioned Quezon, they lost by 37 points. The other one against Pangasinan, they lost by 12. San Juan, they lost by 10, and then Rizal by 14. And all the other big teams that they played against were pretty much, under double digits.
CJ Medellina finally hits a free. By the way, Coach Mike, si Eman Calo, this is his very first game of the season he's missed. He played the first 28 games.
That's right.
So he will finish his campaign in the elimination round, averaging 11 points, 4.3 rebounds, 4.1 assists. I think with Eman, malamang nakikinig yan, so magbibigay pugay ako sa'yo, Kuya Eman. Pero seryoso ito, because when he was in previous teams, obviously the talent was there, but there were times that he got yung mga silly fouls, minsan nato-thrown out.
That's right.
Dito never nangyari.
Agree.
Never siya na-eject. I don't even recall him getting teed up or getting a technical foul. He was, and every time he was the best player of the game, he was all smiles. Lagi siya nakangiti. Laging positive yung aura niya. And it has infected this Basilan team in a way, Coach Mike, na despite the ups and downs, siya kulang.
Correct.
Na hindi lang basta ganun. Pinakita rin niya sa kanyang laro.
Correct. And you know what? When you talk about Basilan, this team is led by Alex Cabagnon in minutes, in points, and even in assists. Overall, across, he's in the top 3. But when you look at Eman Calo, he's actually the second best guy for Basilan. He's second in minutes, second in scoring. third in assist and third when it comes to steals, and very close to number 4 when it comes to rebounds. So you get a guy who does everything for you: score, rebound, steal, defend, take good minutes.
Gixer, great move of the game, born for greatness.
This is a really good finish by Renzo earlier. Tight spot, just went, kept the ball alive, kept that dribble, and used that English to finish it off. And so I guess the point we're saying about Eman Calo is that much as we talked about this team being number 2 when it comes to assists, a lot of that has to do with Alex Cabagnot and Eman Calo sharing that rock.
Uy, Kuya Eman, pakamdam ka naman. Ha? Pero wag ko pa natin yan.
Oo naman. He's always very animated. Even in pre-game where he would approach you and give you a little tap on the back. And minsan namumulit. And you just love the character of Eman Calo. Not to mention, off court, he's a really good family man.
Gab Dagangon as well, joining the fray. Jinx Tepra. I mean, this is a very deep Basilan team which could definitely make some noise in the South Division. Returning here after missing out the previous 3 seasons, Coach Mike. Last time that they played, they made it all the way to the South Division Finals. That was under Coach Gerson Cabildes. This is a different era, different set of players, but the quest remains the same for this team, which is to win the title here in the NPBL.
It might be a different coach, might be a different roster, but it's the same goal altogether para dito sa Basilan.
Ang walang kaduda-duda, yung ating best player of the game, walang iba kundi si Concy Jervy, a massive double-double. Throwback to his UST Growling Tigers days, Coach Mike.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, he played almost half the game, 23 minutes altogether, 15 points, and a 5 of 9 shooting. He went 4 of 5 from 3, shooting 80%. To go with 12 rebounds, massive numbers for one of the really good scoring big men that we have here in the MPBL.
94 for the Basilan Star Horse, 81 naman para sa Quezon City Galleries Taipan. Let's go courtside to Miss Gianna Lianes.
Our best player of the game is Jervy Cruz of the Basilan Star Horse. He had a double-double performance of 15 points and 12 rebounds and making 4 out of his 5 shots beyond the arc. Great performance today. Pag-usapan muna natin ang improvement ng inyong koponan kasi ibinahagi sa akin ni Jimboy na beginning of the season maraming nagda-doubt sa inyo kung makakapasok ba kayo sa playoffs, but now you're ending the eliminations with an 8-game win streak. Ano yung ginawa nyo for this improvement talaga?
Unang-una nagpapasalamat ako sa Lord sa binigyan na panalo sa amin wala na injury. So yung ginawa ng team namin is nagtiwala kami sa system ni Coach Rich kasi nga nung una medyo magulo pa eh. Hanggang sa tumatagal, yan, naging okay si Alex, si Arwin. So lahat naman kami nag-contribute kaya maganda yung team namin.
And this win for you guys actually secured your number 4 spot in the South Division going into the playoffs. There are a few more days of the eliminations, kaya sisiguraduhin pa kung sino ang makakalaban nyo. But during those days, before the playoffs, ano ang gagawin nyo para makapag-prepare?
Ganun pa rin, focus pa rin kami kasi nga, ito na yun eh, playoffs na yun eh. So magkamali ka ng 1-2 game, tapos na. So kami, ready lang kami anytime.